What's up, Capricorn? Welcome to your January 2022 general reading and happy birthday to all of you guys. I hope you are having an amazing season. If your birthday is already passed, I hope you had a wonderful celebration. And if your birthday is coming up, I hope that it is relaxing and full of love, okay? I also want to say Happy New Year. I can't believe we're in 2022. I feel like last year just kind of flew by, but here we are. And I'm excited to do this reading for you. So I would love it if you guys could put your birthdays down in the comments below. I would like to personally wish you all a happy birthday, okay? But I want to get into this reading because I've already pulled cards and we've got some things to talk about. Now, we are in your season, which is, connected to the 10th house energy. So really Capricorn season is about, authority, career, business, jobs, your public image, those sort of things. It's kind of where we buckle down from having so much fun in Sagittarius season and we kind of get back on the ball, right? There's a lot of that Saturn energy that has a play in the collective, okay? Now, for you guys, since we are in your season, we're dealing with a lot of first house energy and we're dealing with a lot of seventh house energy because we will be having a full moon coming up in Cancer, which is your opposite towards the end of the month. We've got actually a lot of things happening this month. So January 2nd, which I'm sorry I didn't get this out to you before then, but it's been a little crazy. But January 2nd, we had the new moon in your sign. That same day, Mercury also went to Aquarius. So you've got also a lot of second house energy happening for you guys this month. So there's a lot in terms of your money, how you make your money, what you value, those types of things. There's a lot of good that can come this month in terms of your relationships and even in your business. So I think that this is going to be a very good, fruitful month for you. Also to let you know, last month we discussed that Venus is in retrograde, right? So it went retrograde December 19th, and that's going to be carrying us through January 29th. Well, also this month Mercury goes retrograde. Okay, so Mercury will retrograde in Aquarius. That's going to be happening January 14th to February 3rd. And since that is your second house, that does have a lot to do again with the money, the value, those types of things. Mercury retrograde is good for delays. It's good for miscommunications. So if there are some delays that come up, if there are some kind of miscommunications, especially around work or money, that type of thing, please don't or try not to stress over it. It's just one of those things. There may be a delay, okay? We've also got a full moon happening, like I said, in Cancer at the end of the month. So it's going to be on the 17th, which for you guys is going to be hitting your relationships. So there's a lot about relationships happening for you this month. And then we've got Uranus going direct the very next day, which is cool because it's been retrograde since August of last year. Now, Uranus is that planet that's connected to Aquarius, the rebels, right? And so really kind of what it did for a lot of us was it made us step out of our comfort zone. And it kind of helped to get rid of those things, those last things that we know were kind of holding us back or keeping us stagnant, keeping us small, that kind of energy. And then on the very next day, the 19th, Aquarius season begins, which again, more emphasis on your money-making ability, your value, that sort of thing in that second house energy. And then also Mars moves into your sign this month on the 24th, which is really, really good in terms of feeling really motivated, going after what you want, whether it's asking for more money, asking for more exciting assignments, asking for other opportunities. I instantly got the vision of, what's that movie? Yellow Dress. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Remember, homegirl, her name is Andy. I do remember that. She, she wanted to write more about political things and, world news type things. And so she asked her boss if she could have, kind of that freedom to do so. And then in order to do that, she had to do this assignment of How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, that type of thing. So it's giving, yes, many of you might be asking for something that's going to make you grow, make you stretch, or something that's going to lead you more in the direction of what you really feel connected to and aligned to, okay? So you guys start off, the energy of this month, the unseen energy is the Queen of Pentacles. I love to see this for you because this is your energy. Again, there's going to be a lot about money, about value, about the way that you make money, all those things, that Taurus energy happening this month, right? Because there's a lot of second house energy happening. So I see a lot of you guys holding it down, whether you're a mom, whether you are working, whether you have your own businesses. Queen of Pentacles, she's kind of that queen that can wear many hats, right? She's very capable, she's very connected, she's very down to earth, and she handles her business. And so this month for you guys is no different, and I think that's a great way to start the year. Now, you have, well, speaking of major arcana, you've got 3 major arcana this month. So there are definitely some changes happening this month. There may be some things coming to you this month that you were not expecting, or some information coming your way that it kind of feels a little bit like, whoa, there's some energy of some things coming to the surface that maybe you weren't aware of, but I think it's all good. There may be some challenges to work through, especially in terms of if you're finding out something, some type of information. But I do want you to be mindful, especially with this Venus retrograde and with this Mercury retrograde, things aren't always as they seem, right? So the better way, instead of making assumptions this month, would be to have communication with people if you're feeling a little lost, a little attacked, a little, however you're feeling, a little in your feelings, okay? Now, you start off with the Empress energy and the Ace of Swords. I do love to see this. Empress energy is an energy of abundance, right? She is connected to Taurus and Libra energy. So maybe some of you guys are connected to a Taurus or a Libra. But she is the mother, she's pregnant, not only like physically pregnant, but she's pregnant with ideas. She's all about creation, and she's all about really kind of just attracting, not chasing. But it's interesting because what's crossing it is Ace of Swords. Now, if you are specifically dealing with a Taurus or a Libra energy, there may be some communication, some talks that you've been wanting to have, and maybe you haven't been able to find the words type thing. I do feel like there's going to be clarity on situation, or even information on a situation if this is a relationship thing. But if this is talking about business, like I said, this month there's a lot of that second house being activated for you. So there's a lot of good that can come. Great ideas, fresh things, but you've got the Two of Swords. So there is kind of like these decisions that need to be made. It seems like some of you guys might be in a fork in the road type situation where it's like, okay, girl, what are you going to do? Right? Because when we get the Two of Swords, homegirl is blocked. She's blocked visually. She can't see. She's got her hands over her heart. She can't feel, right? And for some of you, in many ways, this is usually used as like a defense mechanism, but there's something that you need to see, or something that you need to realize, or something that you need to unblock so that you're able to absorb this truth a little bit easier. Yeah, it does feel like it's going to be coming from someone. There's some type of communication that needs to be happening. Again, this could be someone outside of you feeling like they need to talk to you about something, but this could also be you feeling like you need to talk about something. Now, we've got that King of Swords here, right? He gets straight to the point. He pulls no punches. He's not emotional. He is actual, factual, logical, objective. He's a businessman. He doesn't have time to be in his feelings about no foolishness. So if you are looking for information, I think information is what you're going to get. Again, there's that air energy, so definitely could be connected to Libra, but we're getting Libra Taurus energy with this Empress. It feels like there needs to be some type of communication happening. If you guys are in a relationship, maybe this is in terms of deciding, where we go from here, You know, like, how do we want to do this? But there's kind of like this strategy and this planning that's going on. Again, with all that second house being activated, you are looking at what you value and trying to figure out how to bring more of those things into your life. Also, you know, you got that seventh house activated with the full moon that's going to be happening in Cancer. So in terms of relationships, there may be some talks about what are we doing type thing. Now, you come from the moon energy, which this is Pisces energy, can be Cancer for me too, because, well, it can be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, to be quite honest. The moon is technically connected to Pisces. I think of Cancer a lot because the Cancer is ruled by the moon, and then, you know, Scorpio is a water sign, so it could be either. But, you know, there is a lot of mystery here that happens in this. You know, when the moon is out, we don't really know what's going on. You know, there may be some hidden truths, there may be some secrets, there may be some more information that we're missing. I feel like this new moon in your sign is very, very important for you in terms of new beginnings. And you may not know what that looks like for you yet, but I feel like that's where you guys are at this place of deciding and figuring out. Again, I do feel like there is a chance that some new information could be coming your way too, because I'm kind of skipping ahead or skipping around, but so you got the new moon and then that turns kind of into that Three of Swords. So there may be something that kind of disappoints you this month. I honestly feel though like there's more information that you need. You might have even seen something like online or heard something through a friend and it sounds a type of way and it feels like it could make sense. But once you do some further inspection or some communication, you find that maybe it's not what really all it seems. Now we got the Chariot card, which is clarifying the moon. Like I said, the moon card can be Pisces energy, can be Cancer, can be Scorpio. But you are moving forward. Things are progressing. I think especially in terms of business, things are really, really growing. And just even your household, things are growing. That Chariot energy with that Cancer, I'm also feeling like this full moon that's coming up is going to be big. Now, I know this is sitting in a past position, but you know, that full moon in Chariot and Cancer is going to be big for you in terms of relationships. And, you know, that Cancer energy in general for the full moon, it's going to have a lot to do with people's households and their emotional foundations and their kids and their mother, or if they are the mother, them as the mother. It's very much tackling all those home things. This could also be inner child things that are, you know, maybe things are coming to you at this time, awareness and realizations that of things that you need to tackle. But I do love seeing the Chariot card here because I do feel like there's forward movement nonetheless, right? Now, with this Three of Swords in the near future, you know, Three of Swords usually talks about heartbreak or betrayal or some type of a disappointment. It's interesting because I almost feel like you guys can't even fully put your fingers on it. Now, again, Mercury being in retrograde and Venus being in retrograde, especially in terms of how you communicate with others, things might be a little wonky, a little bit unclear, just a little off. But I think, you know, try not to jump to any conclusions. As much as you can, communicate in a way that's healthy for you and feels okay for you. Do that. There's something new that's coming to you, you know. And I do have to say, in terms of relationships or friendships, you know, you do have, again, I'm hopping ahead, but this seems like the right spot to talk about it. You do have detox your friendships and you also have release your ex. So there could have even been something that comes up about your ex. There could be something that comes up about your friend. There could be something that comes up that's doesn't feel the best. I think Spirit's urging you to look forward to the future. You've got a lot of new things coming your way if you just pivot in those positions, right? Some of you guys might also be missing people, which is making you kind of have that longing feeling. But I think that right now, I think it's, you know, be excited for the future. You've got some cool shit coming up, okay? Now, you've got the King of Cups here, which is actually what you're not supposed to do. This is kind of like the cop-out card of like, yo, don't, you know. Don't get all in your feelings, you know. King of Cups energy is, you know, kings are the most mature of their suit. So in terms of like, if anybody was going to get in their feelings, it's typically not the King of Cups. Even if they are in their feelings, they have ways of working through it, masking it, whatever. Now, the King of Cups, he feels very deeply, but he's not, you know, he doesn't wear it on his sleeve. He's pretty stoic in terms of like what he's serving you. And so a allow yourself to feel the things. I think it's better to allow yourself to feel and to communicate. Now, again, things are going to be a little bit weird, but I think a lot of this has to do too with that Uranus going direct energy. It's going to be opening up a lot of awareness to you guys of what you need, what you don't need, what you love, what you don't love, what's been working for you, what's been not working for you. And the last few things that are kind of tied up in illusion, I feel like are kind of coming to an end. Now you've got the Hierophant card, which is Taurus energy. So you got Taurus energy twice here. Definitely could be dealing with the Taurus. We're talking about Taurus. We're talking about spirituality. We're talking about marriage. We're talking about kind of community and like government or like institutions, right? It's interesting because you got a Page of Swords here. Let me do one more clarifier for this. Someone might be spying on you, especially if you've moved on, you find yourself that you're in a different relationship. I also get the feeling too that someone is like missing you and longing for you, but I'm not sure that you're supposed to do anything about that, especially with the Release Your Ex card. Now, it would make sense if those things are coming up with Venus being retrograde and Mercury being retrograde. You got the Wheel of Fortune. That's the karmic wheel spinning. And then in the Wheel of Fortune, we've got all the fixed signs. We've got the Taurus, we've got the Aquarius, we've got the Scorpio, we've got the Leo. This could be connected to one of those signs. This is definitely a shift though. Things are definitely changing. I feel like something is changing majorly, like within your either personal relationships or with your friendships. I can't help but feel like this has something to do with that. Now, ooh, yeah. The Fool. The Fool, and what's clarifying the Fool is the Tower card. So the Fool is the new beginnings. The Fool is the leap of faith. This is urging you to step out and do something new. Some of you guys might have been feeling stagnant. Maybe you're so focused on home and being a mother that you're not actually giving yourself the you time that you need, right? A lot of self-help or a lot of self-love can go a long way this month. And I'm not talking about going out and like spending all this money and going on shopping sprees and spa days. I'm talking about getting good sleep. I'm talking about drinking your fucking water. I'm talking about going and taking a walk. I'm talking about meditating. I'm talking about things that don't necessarily cost money, but are very, very important to your self-care and your self-love and your self-help, right? But there's new beginnings happening here, and it might be because of some information or something that happens here with the Tower. The only thing with the Tower in this case is, it's so funny because then I look at it and then I see the Nine of Swords. I don't feel like this is like a... Best way I can put it is I don't, towers are normally connected to like some type of a surprise or things happening sporadically or coming out of nowhere. This doesn't feel like that. This almost feels like you guys have been wanting to move on something, talk about something, do something. And so you're almost waiting for this shoe to fall or whatever so that you can make this new beginning, right? It's almost like, yeah, you might have not known when this was coming or how this was coming, but I don't feel like there's any huge surprise here. Eight of Wands. This could have to do with the move. This could have to do with communication, travel of some sort, definitely. It doesn't feel like a surprise. It almost feels like it's just a surprise of when it's happening, but I don't feel like you guys are taken aback by whatever this is. It's almost what needed to happen in order for you to move forward. I think a lot of you guys are worried about something. There's some type of information that's coming to you, or it could just be you guys being a little bit more in your head this month. Especially surrounding a Taurus or a Libra. So that's interesting. Now, you've got detox your friendships. It says your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. I know that's right. Okay. There's that. And then you've also got Release Your Ex, boo-boo. It says the time has come to clear your energy. So let's clear it. Okay. Now, I hope that this was helpful for you guys. If you would like a personal reading, you can reach out to me at shesvibetarot@gmail.com. Of course, my information is in the About tab. Got the menu of services, pricing, all of that there. If you would like to schedule a live reading, you could do that yourself with the link that's provided, okay? So I hope this helps you. Happy birthday. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Cat.